Hi there, my name's Jane Anderson. I spent the last 20 years working with women to be able to progress their careers and their practices. So whether they've been a business owner or within organisations, and being able to really progress that level in their role to be able to take on more senior leadership and ready to prepare for executive level roles. So I spent a lot of that time in corporate, working for some of Australia's leading organisations and in government, and over the last few years working with people to be able to start up their practices or to be able to really grow their practices above and beyond what they expected. And so whether that's starting up when they've been new or they've got $1 million practices turning over $1 million out of theirname.com. So, but over that time, so I spent a lot of time in marketing and human resources, and as a result, I've ended up really being a communications expert. And I'm obsessed about helping people connect in their communication. So whether that's you're trying to apply for jobs, whether you're trying to speak to audiences, whether you're trying to position yourself in your industry, you've got to be able to connect with people. And if you can't do that, then you're not going to be able to really grow what it is you're trying to do, whether it is your practice or your career. So what makes me a little bit different is that I'm a certified speaker. So there are about, I think we have 7% of speakers globally are certified speakers. So I've been doing that. I'm a professional certified coach with the ICF, or the International Coach Federation. I've written just about to do 5 books on the subject, and my new book is called New Power, and how authentic leaders can drive real change in the 21st century. I've also been nominated for the Telstra Business Women's Award in 2014 and 2016, and some of the clients I've worked with have been places like Virgin, Rio Tinto, Wesfarmers, Lego, IKEA, and so some of those really big brands, as well as some of Australia's leading experts in their field as well. So I say I'm a little bit like a can opener, in that what I do is I say you've got all this amazing stuff inside you, and whether it's your ability to grow your practice, like there's things that your customers want to hear. There's, if you're in your career, there's things that your team need to hear. There's things that your executive need to hear, and that they want to know that you can progress and to be able to really support them in what they're trying to do. And so being a can opener, my job is to help you to become fully self-expressed in what you do, and so that you can connect, and so that you can grow your career and your practice. So for example, I think of 2 ladies that I've worked with. One was a lady that she said to me she was wanting to take on an executive role in the next sort of 5 years, and she was really challenged, not just her confidence. She was technically really confident, but the next level was being able to captivate, engage, and inspire the people that she worked with, just so that she could help them understand what she was trying to do, motivate them, get the results she was trying to get, and really level up or step into her power so that she could take on that more senior role down the track. So some of the things I did was helped her to be able to identify what is her personal brand, what is her positioning, what is it that she's actually trying to do, as opposed to just sort of falling into things. We positioned her with things like LinkedIn profiles, helped her build her networks, identify conferences where she needed to showcase some of her work. And from there, she was able to have more control over her career, create more choice in the work that she wanted to do, and be far more intentional about the results she was trying to get. And the other person I also think of was a lady who had a practice, and this was a practice in her own expertise, and she was turning over, it was just around that $750,000 mark, and what she was trying to do was step into the $1 million practice. And so what I did was I worked with her on making sure that she was writing blogs, and she had a great practice already. She had a new team coming on board to help her. Her problem was that she wasn't as visible as ideally she needed to be to take it up a notch. She needed to become more vocal, so she needed to have a voice to be able to make sure that people can connect and build trust. There's a lot of trust that comes with your voice. And the next level up is that we had to really help her and her personality to come through. And that was really about who she was being. And it was about, if you talk about almost the essence of who she is and how she just vibrated. And it was really about helping her step into her power as well. And so the things that I helped her with were things like her social media strategy, her sales calls and her sales emails or sales strategy with her team, implementing systems, habits and routines and procedures so that her team could support her, so that she had a lot of leverage. And when she went to go and have those sales meetings, that a lot of those decisions were already made because she had already communicated her value really well and had already stepped into her power. And so what I do in this personal Step Into Your Power program, it's called Power Up, and how to step into your power. And it's for industry leading women to be able to, maybe you're starting to feel a bit more confident, but how do I really step into my power so that I can progress my career up to the next level? And so whether it's your career or your business. And so what I've done with this program, it's a 12-month program and it's a revolving program. So we're only going to keep it tight at a small group though. But you can join whether it be, whether it's January's, February's program or whatever. But what it is that you're going to, it's 4 immersions over the year. And the good news is it's at the Gold Coast. So I've put it deliberately on a Friday so that you can finish your work week and fly into the Gold Coast. We're going to have an amazing strategy day. It's a VIP immersion day for you to be able to just get off that treadmill and go, right, where am I at? What is it that I'm trying to do? And what does my quarter ahead look like? And it allows you to reset and to be able to go again. And so I've put it on a Friday so that you can ideally have a Saturday to yourself on the day after, so you can do some self-care, some nurturing. And so you can if you might want to head to the beach and do some planning, you might want to stay in your hotel room for the day before you go home, whatever you want to do, because by far the women that I've worked with have said, I get no time to myself. And I reckon if you can get a day a quarter or 2 days a quarter to yourself, surely you can get that. And you can have a day for planning for you. And then, and then the other day is also for inspiring. So it's going to be a 1-day immersion each quarter. You have the next day free to do whatever you want. You might want 2 extra days, whatever you like. But it'll be a Friday every quarter. You'll be able to see the dates here on the page. And I'll be getting some incredible speakers who I know have just extraordinary stories and have taken, steps to step into their own power. And some of them are really quite extraordinary. And for us to be inspired that, if they can do that, surely, there's things that I can do. And you'll be able to see what I've learned with working with a lot of these people is that there have been specific times where they've had to step into their power. And what I have learned is that the average person, you might be going, well, I haven't climbed Mount Everest or anything like that, and that's okay. But there's things that we can learn from these amazing women who we can take that and say, well, how do I apply that in my career or in my business? Because what I find when I'm out working with women is that, they're trying to do more with less. They're trying to juggle everything. There's the challenge, though, of organisations trying to be able to invest in getting more women to stay in the business and to be able to go on and become senior leaders in the organisations. It's just that we may not necessarily have programs like this to be able to support and help them. So I've put this program together so that you can connect with others in the industry, and really at the heart of all this is the connection, but also innovation. It is about you being able to be the leader in your field, and you're going to learn how to do that and use all the tips and techniques and tools that I've created to work with people to help them do that. And you're going to be able to have a voice. You're going to be able to have more visibility, and you're going to be able to vibrate in a way that allows you to really bring in the essence of who you are. So you're going to have more confidence. You're going to have more conviction in what you do. By stepping into your power, what it means, you're going to have greater influence. You're going to engage, inspire your teams, customers, audiences, and you're going to become the biggest version of you. And because you know what I reckon? I reckon life's too short, and I reckon that if you can be the biggest version of you, then you get to do the work that you love with people you like, the way that you want, and you get to do the work that you have been put here on this planet to make. So make sure you have a read through all the information here. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask. The program has lots of great stuff like the workshops, the mentoring, all those types of things. So please get in touch, and I look forward to speaking with you soon.